Thanks for joining me for this presentation, Brother Ronnie in the Kitchen series, and it's going to be peach bread pudding today that I'm making for dessert. And the course meal will be Spanish rice with cheddar cheese toast. So I hope you will stick around for this cook series presentation. I figured that the peach bread pudding time will be about 32 minutes, but I'll have to keep checking because this is not a dessert dish that's made regularly, I don't think, not this particular one. So it depends on it depends on where you're at and the altitude and all that and so forth with cooking with a convection oven or any oven. So it may vary on timing, but I figure I'm going to try 32 minutes at near 360 degrees. I hope you will stick around for this presentation. I have made the rice and I'm converting it to Spanish rice ingredients. So I will show the conclusion of how that ingredients will go. So thanks for joining me for this presentation. I hope you stick around to watch the cook series today. I'm Brother Ronnie. You have the eggs that I'm going to blend that's for the peach bread pudding. So I'll blend this now. That's good enough for that. That's going to go into the batter for the peach bread pudding. And I'm going to put this up here temporarily and show you. It's cooked over the stovetop, the peaches mixture. There's sugar in there and cinnamon and pure vanilla extract. I use a lot of that in a lot of dessert dishes. Vanilla extract, pure. So that will be poured over the batter. Also I have this is the dish that it's going to bake in, and bread pudding, which I have crumbled up bread and I toasted the bread. Also additional flour batter. This goes in with the bread mixture, and then this is going to be the topping for the pudding, peach bread pudding. So I'll put this over here temporarily and start blending. I should say the white of the eggs. I'm going to put some powdered white sugar into that, which I plan to do that anyway. And some cinnamon is going to go over the toasted bread that's for the pudding. Okay, that's enough for that. Adding some cinnamon to the toasted bread for the peach bread pudding, I should say. Okay, continuing with the peach bread pudding batter. I have everything right here. The oven is preheating. I'm going to use 365 degrees, but only 28 minutes 28 minutes in the oven baking this peach. Now I've already added the additional batter with the bread pudding, toasted bread, and a flour batter as well is in here. And here's the peach. I can put that in there now. But here's the blended eggs with some sugar in there. And I already mentioned that I added vanilla extract. Okay. Also adding a little bit of milk, not too much. That should do it. And I shouldn't have to stir this too much because I blended everything and separately for this ingredient, for this peach bread pudding. Now I'll add the main ingredient is the peach sauce. And that peach, well, I shouldn't say sauce, but batter. The peach batter that was cooked over the stovetop has sugar in it as well. I put a little squeeze of lemon in it as well. Give it a little tart taste. And there is one more ingredient to put on this. This is the topping. Make sure that's nice and stirred. Now this dish is oven tempered. I have smaller ones that are designed just like this. A set of 3, 2 small ones and this big one. Oven tempered dish. And I've had it for years. These really are a good dish for cooking, baking. It's not for the stove cooktop, as many people would know. Tempered glass does not go on the stovetop. Okay, now that's stirred up pretty good. And everything was individually stirred up. So I'm adding the topping. That's that. I indicated that about 28 minutes, I figured 28 minutes needs to cook. Maybe longer, it might be longer, maybe 34, 35 minutes. It depends, I'm going to keep checking on it. This is not a dish that made regularly. What I'm making here, a peach bread pudding. Cheese toast done. I'll be plating that up. Turn it off and move that to the side. And Spanish rice. Now I had some spinach and I wanted to use it up, so Spanish rice. There's meat in there in the ingredients for the Spanish rice. Spinach should go well with this. Not much in there of the spinach. It's on the side of the pan. That's done. I made plenty of rice, which originated to with the Spanish rice homemade. Next thing will be to check on the peach bread pudding that's in the oven, convection oven. Thanks for joining me for this cook series today. Brother Ronnie in the kitchen. Peach bread pudding. And course meal was Spanish rice, homemade of course, and cheddar cheese toast. So I hope you will watch some of my other cooking programs and some of my presentations on music and so forth. I want to thank you for joining me today. Have a good day. I'm Brother Ronnie.